Yo, yo, yo. It's your boy. Again. Marky Mark Terrell. Yes, I know. That's me. Just heard a guy say, all the internet is a bunch of fucking lies. Well, we've been doing that, bro. That's why we're trying to expose the lies. The problem is, the internet won't promote the truth. But we still get it up there. It's a good try. People are still going to find out everything. Because we all know the truth. That's what it's all about. The truth is the truth. Makes me laugh every day. Oh man. I've already seen all that, bro. I've already seen all that, bro. I'm right here, baby. I'm not going anywhere. Oh my god. Okay. Got that out of there. Oh my god. That's so annoying. Fuck. Oh man. No mercy. Small points for vouchers. Oh my god. I really don't know why, but yeah. Yeah. Come on, thing. Jeez. I swear it's like. Me. Really don't need no more. I really don't need no more. Holy shit. New Year sales. Oh, hey, Brownie. How you doing? Yeah, I'm doing good. Just got on here. Been on like for like 6 minutes, 7 minutes. My sister is doing great. Thanks for asking. She's okay. She's doing good. All is good. Everything's you know, going how it's supposed to go, going with the flow. She's enjoying her new job, her new life. Everything's good so far, so good. So far, so good. And how about you, Ronnie? How you been? How's everything in your world? Oh man, hope you feel better. It's kind of chilly here tonight. It's like 59, I think it is, but it's not that bad compared to everybody else. But uh, when it's in the 50s or 60s here, it's cold for us. We're not used to it. But it was a good day today. It was nice and cool. It was cloudy all day. It wasn't that. It was good. It was good weather. All right, this is your message. It's number 16, and this card says, "Trust, love, and appreciate yourself. Show respect for you. When you look in the mirror, say something nice to yourself. Your spirit friends remind you that if you want others to respect you, you have to first begin by respecting yourself. They say, love yourself as we love you, totally and unconditionally. So, mom wants you to love yourself and keep loving yourself and respecting yourself, and don't let nobody disrespect you. You know, trust and love yourself. Couldn't have said it any better. Absolutely. You're welcome, sweetheart. No problem. Every time I see her, mom, she's always dressed well and looking well. I see her in like a room where all the walls are white, the doors are white, and she's like next to a bed, and she's sitting on the edge of a bed, and a big smile on her face. So she's doing good. Same thing. Every time I see her, she looks very pleasant. She looks good. Yeah. That's why you got that message. She wants you to feel good about yourself and do what's best for you. She wants you to continue to carry on, do what you have to do for yourself. That's what she wants you to do, which is good advice. I need to take that advice too. Keep doing what's best for me. Absolutely. Sounds good, Mom. You're welcome, sweetheart. She always comes through, and when you ask about her, she always comes through. She's always around. Yeah, she always does. She always greets me when I see her. I just tapped into her real quick, and like she was like loud, like her teeth show when she smiles. She's like, and I'm like, hi, and she's like, hey, and she's like, I'm just here in this room. It's all white, so it's angelic feeling. So wherever she is, like it's everything is bright white, and you know, yeah. She always smiles when I see her. She never looks like mad or anything. Not never, but I don't see her mad. She's happy. She has a good like she's happy with how everybody is and in her life, and she's happy in spirit. That's nice. I'm glad she's okay. I like her. She's cool. She's the type of person, she just wants everybody to be happy, which is like me. I just want everybody to be happy too. I mean, not too many people deserve it, but those who do deserve it deserve it. You're welcome, sweetheart. No problem. Mm. Like she just introduced me to, I think, her dad. Hmm. She's like, "This is my dad." She's showing me her dad, oh, and her mom. So like she's around, yeah, she's around them in spirit because she just like two people came through the door and she's like, "This is my mom and this is my dad," and I was like, "Okay, cool." Like they walked through the door. Like she's in like a I wouldn't say like a big room, but my dog's snoring right there. So if you hear anything, it's her. She's out of control sometimes, snoring. But anyway, yeah, she's in like a room, and it's like got a beige carpet, and it's got a like white walls, white closet doors, like bifold doors, and and she's like next. She's sitting on like a bed, and the bed has a white comforter with like a metal backboard piece. And like she opened the door, and then her parents came through. She's like, "This is my mom and dad." I was like, "Okay, hi." Mm. Her dad looks like her, but the mom looks a little bit different. I could see him, but not obviously not in HD. That's what I tell people. I can see spirit, but it's not HD sometimes. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. Yeah. Yeah, I know what you said. I know what you meant. Yeah. Like her complexion is more like her dad and her features. Yeah. Right. When I said that, you said that. Mom looks different. She's not like her mom. She's more like the dad. I can see him, yeah. That's cool though. Thanks, sweetheart. I try to be, you know. I I consider myself just a channel, just somebody that spirit can come through because spirit trusts me. They trust that I'm going to tell the truth. Mediumship has always been forthcoming. Spirit just show themselves and be like, hey, look, but I can be an asshole and just sit here and be like, I'm not going to tell you anything. I don't give a shit, you know? I can be an idiot and just be like, I can see some, and but I'm just gonna be like, I don't care, I'm not gonna tell her, but that's not me. Like I want everybody to be happy. Like I don't care about those type of things. I appreciate it, sweetheart. But I'm only as special as spirit can make me because of my attitude and my trust. So I work on myself and make sure like, spirit trusts me. Make sure like I do what I'm supposed to do. And they come through, like they give me the message. They make me look good. So, I if without them I'm nothing. So I have to keep like, I have to stay humble and, say like, I want that's why she introduced me to her parents. But she's like, wow, you're, that's it. They make me look good. So I can only take half the credit. They're the other half. So I respect them. I respect spirit a lot. They come through for me and they help me with these readings and they help me like make people happy and that's all that matters to me. I love that. It's just that sometimes it's difficult to get like the message and sometimes it's extremely easy. Whereas your mom's easy. She's easy to talk to, easy to get information from. She's easy to like deal with. She's so pleasant and kind. And I guess she was probably, she pretty much like she hasn't said anything about you. She's just telling me like, hey, look, this is my parents. Like introduce me to her parents. She didn't have to do that, but that's cool. But like, that shows her trust in me, which is great. That makes me feel good about myself. And I'm trusted by many spirit and many people. So that's cool. I like that. Makes me happy. I'm in the mood to listen to music. I don't know why, but I'm just in the mood to. I mean, I don't want to listen to it right now, but I'm just like got different songs in my damn head. And all I'm doing is I'm getting sent all these emails for like New Year's sales and it's your birthday. coming up next month, Mark. We have great sales for you. Oh yeah, I'm sure you do. What are you gonna give it to me for free? You give it to me for free, I'll take it. You can give it to me for free. I don't want to hear it. These people must think I'm rich. Like I'm gonna buy shit every day. Well, that's a lot of people tell me that, and I never let things like that get to my head. I know who I am, and like I have a connection with certain people, not with everyone, obviously, but with you, I do, yes, and with a lot of other people, I do as well. Um, and I just want everybody that connects with me, you know, with spirit, and just to know that I appreciate them, like and they just like how you appreciate me, I appreciate everybody too. Like, how was my day? Well, my day was good. I worked and did a few things and washed all my dishes from like 2 days. I let my dishes accumulate and then I just wash them all one time. 'Cause I can't be doing that shit like every single day. Then I cooked dinner tonight for my sister and my nephews and myself. Took my dog for a walk just now and just waiting for everything to unfold. That's all. I have a I have a workshop next door that used to belong to my ex brother-in-law. But once we get the house in our name, which should be this month, I hope, um, I can start to do more work in there and carry on with life and my business. So I'm really hoping that gets done soon, so I can go ahead and get cracking like it. So every day I do a little bit here and there, just go in there and I organize things. I make sure I have the right tools and I have a list of tools I need that I want. Oh yeah, I'm always cooking. I cook every day. There's not a day that goes by that I don't cook. If it isn't breakfast, it's lunch and dinner. If it ain't, it's all three. Well, today, let me see. What did I do today? I can't even freaking remember. What the heck did I eat this morning? Oh, this morning I didn't eat. I had like a breakfast sandwich. That's what I had this morning, but I didn't make it. It was just already made. I just heated it up. Um, and then for lunch, I had a sausage omelet with cheese, and I had an avocado. And for dinner, I baked chicken legs. I marinated it for like hours, and then prepared it all, and had made homemade mac and cheese, and it was really good, and some mushrooms too. So I enjoyed it very much. It was nice. Oh yeah, I went grocery shopping today as well. After mom, I cook now. Yeah, yeah, it's good to learn how to cook because when you cook your own food, your hands are on it, not nobody else's. You get to put whatever you want on it. You get to eat it with whatever you want. And it's less expensive for you to eat at home than you go eat out, and you don't know where the hell it's going. A lot of that shit's heated up food and microwave food. That shit's not fresh. It's all bullshit. Mind you, we all eat, takeout here and there. But I'm trying to like eat better and lose weight and just continue my journey of trying to get better and better every day. But then you get irritated and then holidays come up and I eat all this junk and then it's like fuck man. Oh well. Yeah, I love like yesterday my sister and I made lasagna with garlic bread. Like that's one of the meals we make. We make chicken breast in the oven, like breaded chicken breast in the oven. And we'll make like mac and cheese one day. We'll make potatoes, like roast potatoes as well, and then salad. Then oh yeah, yesterday I had ribs, like ribs in the oven, baby back ribs, and I take all the fat off of them, like the skin thing. I marinate them and stuff. What I do is first thing in the morning I marinate all the food for dinner, so that way it actually tastes good when you actually eat it for dinner. So like I eat all sorts of food. We usually will make lasagna one week, baked chicken, like chicken breast. Then we'll have chicken legs like today, um, like the ribs. Then we have like fish many a times, and then we like make chicken fajitas or chicken like paninis, and that's like all sorts of shit. Like we try to make a little bit of everything. We eat takeout maybe maybe once, sometimes once a week, sometimes once every 2 weeks. Hey Ali, how you doing? So we try to make different food all the time. But oh yeah, tomorrow we're gonna make ham, boiled ham in the oven, and with broccoli and whatever my sister said we're gonna make. I can't remember. But my nephews, they love like macaroni and cheese and baked potatoes, like roasted potatoes. So like, and they love like lasagna and have like those little garlic bread knot thingies. Um, uh, we eat like shrimps and risotto. And we make fish sandwiches. Like my sister has like a panini machine, so we get like the circle panini breads, flat breads. Like we chop up some chicken, put some onions in there, avocado, cheese, mayo, things like that. Like we'll do different shit every time. Sometimes we'll make homemade pizza. Sometimes we'll order pizza out. My nephews and me, we love like turkey club sandwiches and things like that. We'll make it every now and then, or we'll go to the store. I make chicken wings as well. When I fry fish in the fryer with like homemade fries, I make my own fries. I don't really eat like frozen bag fries. I rather make my own. So I got like a French fry cutter, and I make all the food and things like that. So yeah, I always try to make all my like I always make my own food, but I always try to make sure like I do it every day. Like the last resort is like takeout, which I don't really want to get because one, it's expensive. Two, I don't really like to eat other people's shit. Yeah, homemade fries are way better. So like sometimes I'll make burgers like on the barbecue, and like my nephews like hot dogs. Like it all depends on what mood we're in, or be like, hey, I haven't had that for a while. But like every week, we're guaranteed we're gonna eat fish or lobster. Sometimes I get lobster for me and my sister. My nephews don't like lobster, but I'll split a lobster with my sister sometimes with some stuffing and salad or whatever I feel like making. Then me and when I go to my mom's, we eat pork tenderloin, pork chops, um, chicken legs on the barbecue, things like that. Like so, I eat certain foods with my sister and my nephews here, and then I'll eat other foods with my mom and dad. So it's weird. Like I'll eat whatever. Like it doesn't matter. The only things I don't really eat is lamb. I'm not really like a lamb fan. Um, I barely eat steak, but I'll eat it like maybe once a month. Um, yeah, I like chicken curry pies. Here in Bermuda they make chicken curry pies, pot pies, and I eat those all the time. And I put like mayo in there too, or just a little bit on top or whatever. But I love chicken curry pies. They taste good. I don't know how to make them, but I buy them like from the shop sometimes for lunch. I like sweet and sour chicken, sweet and sour shrimp. Like I pretty much I'll make a lot of things, or I'll just like like I said, when I go to I went to brunch the other day, and like they had like jerk chicken, like Jamaican jerk chicken and things like that, and rice and peas and rice. I like peas and rice, carrots. I like lots of vegetables. Broccoli, mushrooms are my favorite. I eat fruits and vegetables. I eat all that stuff. I like all that. I like fruit salads. I eat a fruit salad like maybe out of 7 days a week. I eat it probably 3 or 4 times a week. It all depends on how fresh it is or what's the date on it, like or what how if it looks good or whatever. I'm picky when it comes to like fruits and vegetables. I really analyze them and wash them thoroughly, and so yeah, I try to eat all that good stuff. And like for a snack, I like popcorn. Like when I watch like sports games, like tonight I ate like some popcorn with Himalayan pink salt. It's pretty good. I liked it. Some people talk shit about the Himalayans pink salt now. They said it's not good for you, and I'm like, whatever. I'm like, what is good for you then? Everybody's body's different. Milkshakes, not. I don't really drink a lot of milk like that. Milk kind of messes up my stomach. I only splash a little bit of milk inside my coffee in the mornings. That's it. I just put like a touch of milk in my coffee. That's it. Because I can't drink it like black. But I'll put a little bit of like no, that's fine. Like my nephews love milkshakes. I used to drink milkshakes, but like I can't drink too much milk. It'll go right through me. Like it'll destroy my insides. I love ice cream. I love milkshakes, don't get me wrong. But if I have a milkshake, I gotta have it during lunchtime. I can't have it at night because then it'll give me like, indigestion or something like that. Or to be like, what the hell are you doing, Mark? Your body can't handle this milkshake. But yes, I love milkshakes. Yeah. My nephews, they may get me to make them sometimes. Yeah, my body can't handle all of that now. It's just like I used to love spaghetti and meatballs. I used to love like eating anything with sauces and things, but now my body can't handle it. I instantly get like acid reflux or I'll burp all damn day. So I really can't like eat fettuccine with Alfredo sauce with a shitload of sauce or like ragu sauce all over my spaghetti and meatballs. Like I love that stuff, but I can't eat it too much. I can eat it, but I have to eat it during the day. So that way it has time to digest through my body and doesn't like keep me up all night burping and having acid reflux. I'm gonna pop Tums and whatever else to get rid of the gas. So as I got older, my body couldn't handle like eating those type of foods. But every now and then, when I'm brave, I'll eat it during the day, and I'll feel like it. Like I'm like, yeah, fuck it, I'm gonna eat it. It's just like a Jamaican beef patty. Like it has a lot of spices and things in there, and I love Jamaican food, right? Like brown stew chicken, um, like fish stew and all that stuff, and like beef patties and plankton and dumplings and all that Jamaican nice stuff with all this cabbage and all these vegetables. Like I like all that stuff, but that stuff there will go right through me. Like it will just give me heartburn instantly, and I'm like, oh yeah. I a friend of mine that's a nurse. I have a few nurse friends, and they told me that to get rid of acid reflux or to like prevent it is to eat yogurt. But I just can't handle like yogurt like that. Like I have to like have like a certain yogurt or a certain type because a lot of yogurts taste like shit. And I can't like ugh, never so that does not. Oh, okay. Yeah, a lot of people have told me different things to like get rid of the I don't have it as bad as I used to because I don't eat that food no more. See, the only time I really get that acid reflux is when I eat like spicy things or any of those things that I named. Like for instance, I ate lasagna 2 days ago, and the lasagna was really good. It didn't like affect me at all. Like the sauce didn't affect me that much because my sister got like this organic sauce, and it didn't like affect. She doesn't put that much because none of us like all that type of sauce on there. We just put enough in there to give it the taste, and we're good. But some lasagnas, like it's caked with that. I don't know how people can eat all that tomato sauce. And like tomatoes have got acid in it, so if you eat a lot of that sauce, it'll mash you up. But some people they eat it and they're perfectly fine. But I don't. I ate it the other day and it was fine. I don't really get like any type of bad vibes off of it no more. But my mom, she uses like tomato paste. It's like a red pepper. No, it's called red pepper paste, and um, she puts that all over her food. And then when I eat it, like I find myself burping up or getting acid reflux sometimes. Lansarabazole. I've never heard of that. Let me see. LAN. It came up one time. It's used for indigestion, heartburn, acid reflux. It's also taken to prevent to treat stomach ulcers. Sometimes it's taken rare condition for a tumor or pancreas. I've never heard of that. Hey, you learn something every day. It prevents acid reflux. Cool, I gotta try that. Next time I have like a bad case of it, which I hardly don't. But sometimes I eat things and my stomach will hurt. Cool. What food should you avoid? Yeah, see, it says foods you should avoid: peppermint, tomatoes, chocolate, spicy food, hot drinks, coffee, and alcohol. See, I drink coffee, but it doesn't affect me. Coffee doesn't affect me. It never has because I don't really like drink like hardcore coffee. Like I only have like 2 small cups of coffee a day, if that, and I don't really drink the whole thing sometimes. Peppermint, I don't. I barely have anything with peppermint. I don't even remember. I like a chocolate that has peppermint stuff in it. Chocolate I do eat from time to time. Tomatoes, I try and stay away from that. And spicy food, I don't really like spicy food. Hot drinks, that's the only thing I drink is hot coffee. So yeah, that's cool. But yeah, I'll see if I can find that. I'm sure we have it here in Bermuda somewhere, just in case. Yeah, it helps me. Okay, cool. Yeah, a lot of people. I find that the yogurt worked, and I had acid reflux a lot. Um, yeah, I. That's one thing I don't really do too much of, like is burp. Like I'm not a person that's gonna sit there and belch like crazy. Like my sister, she can burp like, and it's gross. And my mom, but not me. I don't like a like that. I can't like that doesn't come out like that. Like I'm just like "Phew." Like I don't really like make no noises and shit. But yeah, burps do make me feel better, yes, for sure. But like my cousin, my sister, and my mom, and they burp, it's like loud as shit. And I'm like, what the hell? And I'm like, wow, that's very ladylike of you. Yeah, I'm a polite burper. I don't really have those loud feelings of burps, like. But yeah, I know people that can like do burps and all. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you people? But you know what? Sometimes, like I think it was yesterday or the day before, it just came out. I was like, well, I was like, oh shit, finally, that had to come out some way. Like sometimes I'll have one of those nice burps where it's like, oh, finally, like it finally came out. Like, damn it. Hey, Edge of Aquarius, how you doing? But yeah, that's it definitely makes you feel better when I do it. But when I have acid reflux or anything like that, I take Tums, and I take like a small Tums, and I just eat the Tums, and that's it, and I'm fine after that. I used to have acid reflux so bad at night that it used to wake me up out of my sleep and give me those like vomit burps. It was so gross, and I felt like sometimes I would like like wake up like gasping for air and like I was choking on my own, like like all the acid reflux, all the food is still stuck in my esophagus and shit. But now that hasn't happened to me for a while now, for a long, long time. Yeah, it kicks in at night because as soon as you lay down, the food goes back up, back up to your esophagus and all up in your chest. So like that's why I hardly ever eat late anymore. If I eat late, I'm mad. Like 'cause I don't want to eat past 8 o'clock. So like, cause I go to bed like after midnight every night, most nights, and I want to give my body a chance to digest it before, But I never had acid reflux until like age 40. So I've only had it for like about the past 6, 7 years. So, but when I went 40, that's when everything started to like go downhill. I'm like, fuck, I can't eat that anymore. I feel like shit when I eat that now. Like I had acid reflux bad, so bad. It was like, you know, yeah, some people it's different. Like my dad, he had it all the time. And now he don't have it at all. And he's 80. And my mom barely has it. She says it only happens when she eats certain foods. Like you know how they put dry rub? I'm doing good, Aquarius, thanks. You know how they put dry rub on foods like to make it see that seasoning and stuff? Like that dry rub shit will destroy my insides. I'll be like burping like all day and all night. Even the next day I'll be burping that shit up. Cause your body's not used to it. If your body's used to growing up on that shit, you'll be fine. If your body can handle it, right? But yes, Ilda, that's a good thing to do. Is put dry rub on the palm trees so that way when you tie the person up to it, or the ants go all over them and get them and the flies. You gotta make sure you put that dry rub on them. So yeah, that stuff there is when I was in Atlanta one time, we went to like this big barbecue party, and the guy was putting all the dry rub all over the ribs and all over the steak, and he was like, "Yeah, man, you watch when you eat this, you're gonna fall in love with it. It's the best." And I'm like, it did taste really good, but I paid for it that night, and then the next day, and the next day, and I told my friend I'm never going to that place ever again to eat no dry rub, nothing. Hell no, that shit destroyed me for like 3 days. Like I was burping that shit up forever. I was like, hell no. All right, Brownie, it was nice talking to you too, sweetheart. Thanks for hanging out. You're welcome, and no problem. Just know mom's okay, and grandma and grandpa, they're all good. How you doing, Harmona? Age of Aquarius. See what happens when all the Aquarians come in? We just start talking shit. You know. God bless you too, sweetheart. Take care. Yeah, I'm doing good. I've been talking about food all this time with Brownie, and talking about different types of food and telling everybody how how I had acid reflux really really bad. I had acid reflux so bad one time, like when I was 40 years old, which was like almost 7 years ago. Um, I remember like Like everything I ate, it was a problem. And I was like, this is crazy. Like I can't even eat nothing and enjoy it. And all day and all night, like I'm wrapping up stuff and like feeling like shit, can't eat, don't feel like eating, I'm even scared to eat something. And I remember talking about it on here um, to a few of the nurses that were in here because I get like a lot of people who know about what they're talking about in here. And a couple people told me, "Hey, Mark, just try probiotic yogurt." And I'm like, "Ugh, I don't like yogurt." They're like, "Oh well, what are you gonna do? You're gonna suffer, or you're gonna eat the damn yogurt? It'll trust me, it'll help you." And I'm like, "Really? You fucking serious? Yogurt?" And it's like, "Trust me, eat the probiotic yogurt. It's good for you." And I'm like, "All right." So I had like two yogurts a day, and I was like, "Ugh, this tastes like shit. I can't eat this fucking crap, right?" So anyway, I ate the yogurt like twice a day. I tried different types: strawberry, banana, blueberry, mango, and then I was like, "Oh, the mango one tastes like I love mango." So I started eating the mango one because I liked it and it was probiotic. I actually have one in my fridge just in case as a backup. So I would eat. I was drinking. I mean, I was eating that yogurt twice a day, and after a week, all my acid reflux feeling was gone. Like I never had it that bad ever again. And I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Like that's all I had to do is eat this shit for like for a week. And after like the third and fourth day of eating two a day, I felt the difference. Like I felt like all of it, like my digestive system felt so much better. Because I had tried everything, pills, Tums and all that, and it was just no wasn't working. I even went to the doctor and they gave me some pills, and that shit was so strong it made me feel sick. And I was like, nah, see, this is why I can't do pills. I have to do natural shit. You never suffer from it, and for a period it was awful. Could feel it coming through your throat. Yeah, that's what happens to me. What happens is when I used to smoke weed, right? All those years. I haven't smoked weed in almost 7 years now. But when I used to smoke weed, when anybody knows, if you smoke weed, right, you get the munchies at night. So I would eat like shit at night after I'm high as fuck. Like I'll be eating, like stupid ass me, and I'll be like, yeah, let me go get some cookies real quick, or let me go get this. So then by the time I go sleep around midnight, around 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm waking up like, oh shit. Like, you want to vomit, like, and you're like, you burp up and you're like, you feel like you're waking up and you're feeling like the shit's ready to come out, like, and you're ready to vomit, or you're gonna like, you're gonna choke yourself. And I found myself like saying, yeah, this shit's gotta stop. I gotta do something. I ain't waking up during the night gasping for air and like almost throwing up every fucking time. Like, so that's when I had that moment. I'll never forget. I woke up when I was like 40 years old. It was in my 40th year in August sometime. I woke up and I was like, yeah, I can't do this shit no more, Mark. You gotta stop this shit. Like, so I got up. I had my last little, cigarette, last piece of weed I had, and I was like, yeah, that's it. I'm done. I can't do this shit no more. I can't live like this. I gotta eat better. I can't eat this shit no more. I can't get high and eat cookies and shit all that night. I just changed my whole life, and I never ever choked in my sleep again. Ever since I stopped all of that shit. But you have to do it. Like if you don't do it, you're gonna suffer all the time. So ever since then, I sleep perfectly fine without throwing up or like thinking or trying to. So yeah, I had to change my diet, change my everything. Because when you smoke, right? Even if you smoke cigarettes or you drink, that shit's gonna kill you. Like that shit's fucking you up. And it was just too much for me. My body was like, "Yo, you're 40 years old, bro. You've been doing this shit for 20 some years. It's time to stop." And I stopped cold turkey. Everybody's like, "I don't know how the hell you did that." I said, "Look, man, it's mind over everything." Because I wasn't addicted. It was just like a pleasureful thing to do. You know what I'm saying? It made me feel relaxed. It made me feel like I was never addicted to alcohol, cigarettes, or weed. Like I'm not an I'm not like a person that gets addicted to shit. Like I don't have to have things. Like it's all in your mind. Like if you think you're addicted to something, that's your mind telling you you are. Like you gotta have it. If you tell your mind, "No, I'm not gonna take it. I'm not gonna do it," then you're not gonna do it, right? So you have to like take that stance if that's what you want to do. But it's a pain in the ass. Like you have to like if you've been doing it for like years and years and years, and then you stop. And you know what? I can honestly say millions of times I've said it that I don't miss it. And I thought I'd never say those words, but I don't. I don't miss it at all. Like I don't care. Sometimes people see me like, hey, look, hey, you got it, you want something? I'm got it. Like, I'm like, no, bro, I'm good. Oh, you're really serious? You stopped for sure? I'm like, yeah, I'm done, man. You don't even have like one every now and then? I'm like, nope. You never feel like having another cigarette or another drink? I'm like, or like on your birthday, you don't have a beer or nothing like that? It's okay, I'm like, no, it's not okay. I don't want that shit in my body ever again. And that's just me. Like, you can do whatever you want. I don't care. Like, I'm not gonna condemn you for drinking, smoking, or doing any whatever you want to do. Like, but for me, I personally felt like it was better for me to stop, and it bettered my life. I feel much better now. I don't really miss it. I really don't miss it. And my sister's like shocked. She was like, "I can't believe you stopped." And I'm like, "Yeah, I told you, it's all in your mind." Yeah, exactly. Like I try not to like miss things. You can't miss nothing you never had, and that's always been my thing. And I really don't care about like not having something ever again. It don't phase me. I'll go find something different or something better. So it's just like a product that you like that's in a store, and they finally stop doing it. You know what you're gonna do? Die? Because you don't have it? No, you just find something else you like. Or if there's an alternative, there's always an alternative. So you find an alternative and you deal with it. And that's what I do. Like I never dwell too much on being addicted to anything. Anything I'm addicted to is laughing and having fun. That's what I'm addicted to. I have to laugh and have fun all day, or else I wouldn't be me. So yeah, it's been a task because sometimes, like when I can't sleep, I always say, yeah, I should like smoke some weed. I'll be all right. I'll go sleep real quick. There was a period in my life where, like, when I first stopped smoking weed and smoking cigarettes and drinking, it was harder to go sleep. So there was like a whole month or two where I was like on and off, and I couldn't sleep. And I was just like, my body was like, yo, where's that shit to, man? How you think you're gonna go sleep without weed, bro? So it was hard at first, but then like I had a great mindset, and I lost like 60 pounds, and I really worked on myself that in my 40th year of being alive. I said, yeah, I reached this milestone. I better be thankful for it. And then, life goes on. And you just deal with that, whatever comes to you. And now I'm here to tell the story. And now, at this age, I get headaches. And I'm like, I never got headaches a day in my damn life. I never experienced headaches. Never. I never had like any type of headache problems. And now I get like migraines, headaches, and I'm like, what the hell is going on now? And I'm like, why the hell am I getting headaches all of a sudden? And I never got that. But every you go through these things, everybody goes through different shit you never had, or certain things happen to your body and like that never happened before, and now it's happening. So I kind of hate the headache thing because I don't like. Obviously, nobody likes headaches, but I get headaches from time to time. I get them more often now. Whereas before, I when I got like all these headaches recently, I was like, shit. Now I know why everybody complain about their headache. And I said it took me all these years to get like headaches on a regular basis, and I'm like, oh well, I guess my brain's getting tired. Like even my skin's getting drier. It feels drier and drier now. It's such a pain in the ass getting older. But I'm blessed though because I haven't had none of these things happen to me right up until the present time. So I've always been okay. I never really had no issues. I still yawn. That's good. Yeah, you can never laugh too much. I don't think so. I think that laughing is everything. I always laugh every day, no matter what. Every time I see certain people, I start to smile or laugh or talk shit. Like I had to pick up my nephews today from school, and I saw my cousin in his car picking up his son, and he made me laugh because he says, "Man, I can't even wind my window." He opened his door to talk to me, and I was like, "What the hell is he doing?" And he's like, "Yeah, I had to open up my door because my fucking power window don't work anymore. It stopped working this morning." I'm like, "Oh shit." He goes, "Yeah, I'm in the motor vent, so the car's old, so I have to like go get it fixed." So I have to open my door. Don't think I'm crazy. So he's like got his hand on the wheel and he's opening the door. He goes, "Ah," and I was like, "This fucking guy." So we were like having a good laugh because he couldn't speak to me through his window because it wouldn't go down. So it's like funny shit every day. And what makes me laugh a lot is like hanging out with my nephews or, just teasing someone or, like earlier I was in my friend Marley that comes in here. She was on a roll tonight. She was talking all this shit. It was funny as hell. So there was a troll in there and then she fucked the troll off and dissed him. I was like, oh, this is cool. I love this. So I like when people like talk shit and, have fun and stuff like that. I like, hanging out with people who love to laugh and have a good time. But I laugh every day with my sister and my nephews, my mom. Sometimes my dad has a sense of humor every now and then. Yeah, that's good, Hermana. If you laugh a lot too, that's good. I always laugh all the time. There's never a dull moment. There's always something you're gonna laugh about. Always. My sister and I had a good laugh today. We were laughing about some stuff and talking shit. My nephews. Soon as my youngest nephew, he gets in the car and like he's in the back seat, right? So I can see him like through my mirror, my rear view mirror, and he's looking at me. He's like teasing his brother in the front seat. And I'll look at him and like make a face and be like, his brother's like more a pain in the ass, and we tease him and shit. So he's like a little joker, my little Virgo. So we have a good time talking shit every day, or we send each other we send each other TikToks and funny videos and things like that, memes and things. We're always sending something to each other, like to make each other laugh and stuff. Every day we send like a funny thing to each other. Yeah, that's how life should be, like having fun, laugh, talk shit. You know, sometimes you gotta tease people to have fun, or just nothing bad, but just talk shit. And my dog also makes me laugh every day with her snoring ass. She's back here, let's see her. She's sleeping. Snoring. Snoring again. She's something else. So yeah, I laugh with her a lot too because she's so cute. She's always doing something funny, like was always like earlier. Earlier, I went down on her blanket when she was sleeping. She was looking at me, and her tail starts wagging. So I laid down next to her, and I was rubbing her belly and underneath her chin, and she was like, like she was like going like this, and her four legs up in the air, and she was like loving the attention, and then she's looking at me, smelling me and everything. So I put lotion on my face, and she's like smelling my nose and my face, like, what the hell is that? She's so funny. She's so cute. And then her eyes wander around, and she'll go, and then she'll get up and start to play, and I'm like, where do you think you're going? So it's funny as hell. I always have fun, like every day. Then I come on here at night and talk more shit and have fun and laugh. And usually my chat's full of laughing emojis and LOLs and everything else, which is the best feeling ever. So good. Always having fun. I'm always laughing, man. I can't help it. It's just in my nature to laugh every day. So I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Yeah. No, it's been quiet. The last few days, it's been pretty quiet, which is I like. I like it quiet. I don't like when too many people are around, but it's been nice. No. Oh yeah, definitely. I love my alone time. A lot of people think that, oh yeah, people ask me all the time, am I do I feel alone? And um, am I do I feel alone? Do you think I should, do I ever like, get lonely? Or I'm like, no, hell no. I love being alone. And they look at me like, are you sure? I'm like, oh yeah, I'm positive. Believe me when I tell you. I love being alone because I hate when people are around me all day like a shadow or all up my ass. I don't like that shit, man. I don't like being around. I like my peace and quiet. I don't want to be around. Even my dog, like I'm like, okay, it's time to go outside. Leave me alone for like an hour. I'll come get you back later. I want to be alone. I want to have my own time to myself. I need to think. I need to make sure I pay my bills. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Or write down my list of what I need for groceries. What am I gonna do tomorrow? Oh shit, yeah, let me put on this load of laundry real quick. Let me do this, let me do that, let me call so and so, let me deal with this. Check my emails. I like to be alone so I can make sure I don't forget nothing and make sure I do everything I'm supposed to do instead of cater to everybody else. So that's the best part of it. Yeah, exactly. I love being alone. My sister always tries to get me to like do things with her and the boys, and I'm like, look, you guys go by yourself. I don't want to be like around. I'm around you guys all my whole life. Like I don't care. Just go do what you gotta do. I want to be home by myself and just chill. Like Even when everybody goes away, I'd rather be here and like get away from everybody. Good. That's a vacation from all you motherfuckers. Get out of here. Nah, me neither. I don't like to smother nobody either. Even when I'm in a relationship, um, like I remember many times they're like, "Oh, what's wrong with you?" I'm like, "Nothing's wrong with me." I said, "What do you think I'm gonna fucking show my teeth to you every day? Hey, babe, how you doing? I'm not in that mood for that shit every fucking day, sweetheart. You think this is? You know, I'm good. Like, don't worry. If I'm quiet, that's a good thing. You know, leave me alone. I'm not here to show you my fucking teeth every day, woman. I don't care if we're not with each other every day. That's a good thing. I ain't gotta smell your ass every day or fucking deal with you talking shit or aggravating the hell out of me." Good night, Angel of Christ. Love you too, sweetheart. Take care. Yeah, it's midnight here, so I'm gonna get out of here myself. It's very quiet. Some days everybody's in here, and other days it's like only a few people, which is cool. I don't mind, you know. I don't want to be like busy every damn day or whatever, but it's cool. Yeah, exactly. I'm comfortable in my own skin. I love being alone. I love like alone time because when I'm alone, I get a lot of things done. Nobody's bothering me. I can go and say, "Oh, all that clothes over there, I'm gonna fold it right now." Or I'm gonna start to wash clothes, I can fold the other clothes. And then like I'll go upstairs and I'll be like, okay, what do I need to do up here? Oh yeah, I'm gonna clean my bathroom. Okay, cool. Let me go get everything I need, clean my bathroom. Okay, cool. Now that that's done, I'm gonna vacuum. Now that that's done, okay, oh shit, that's what time it is. I gotta go pick up my nephews. All right, cool. That's it. Like I love being alone because the more I'm alone, the more things I get done. That's how I am. Because if you're around me all day, I can't get nothing done because you're gonna be all up on my shit all day. And that's why like I don't care about having a relationship and being with somebody all the time. And it takes a lot for me to like live with you and be with you 24/7. Like I don't really. And I because I've been alone all my for a long time. I don't really care about that shit. Like that woman's got to work extra hard. And some women will be like, "Look, fuck this guy." And I'll be like, good, fuck you too. I like being alone. I don't need your dumb ass. You know? And I know a lot of people are starting to feel like that because people realize that they don't need nobody, they just want them. So yeah, I'm like that. I love being by myself and just chilling and hanging out and just like getting things done. And I'll go over there and rearrange my hats or something or take this dog sheet outside and flap it around, get the hair off of it. Then I'll be like, ah, fuck, I gotta do my dishes. Okay, cool. No, let me go write a list of what I need. Oh shit, yeah, I want to go on Facebook or social media and watch some funny shit or just go check everybody what they're doing, what they're saying. Or let me go on YouTube and see if my friends are online. That's it. I keep myself busy all day. All day I got something to do. Every day there's something to do. Especially when you live in a house. And I'm always got grass to cut, hedges to cut, pool to clean, dog shit to pick up outside, house duties. I got a car to go deal. I got my car. I passed my car this week. I got it inspected, got it insured, and got it paid for. All done. Today I went to pick up the paperwork. I said, "Oh, my name is Mark, blah blah blah." She's like, "Oh yes, it's right here. Here you go, sir. You're good for another year." I'm like, "Good. I'm good till next year, 2025. My car is insured and licensed and ready to go." And my car, this month, my car goes 16 years and it's still going strong because I take care of it. I get it tuned up every year, make sure if I hear anything bad, I go get it checked. That's how cars last long. You got to stay on top of it. So I don't mind spending the money to fix the car because I need my car. Without my car, I'm fucked. I needed to take my car to take tools around to drive me to my work. Yeah, change. See, I have a diesel, so you change your oil, you change your filter. They check all the fluids. You know, make sure my tires are good, my brakes, and that's it. I'm good to go. And every year I take it in, or sometimes I take it in twice a year because I do, I'll be driving it a lot, where I'll hear a noise and be like, let me go get this shit checked before this shit gets worse. So my sister's going away at the end of this month. So I'm going to take my car in and I'm going to have her car. I'm going to tell them, look, you guys can have the car all day. I want this done, this done, this done. I want you to spray the bonnet because it's got like a piece of rust on the bonnet. So I want them to like spray that up and tune it all up at the same time. I'm going to make an appointment this week, next week, I mean, to get it done. Squeeze me in there. While she's away, I can take the car down there for a whole day. So they can take the rust out of the front part, change my tires. I need to rotate my tires and get the car like just checked. It's got some noises coming from here and there. It's probably like plastic shit coming apart or something like banging up against something. So I need to get it all checked out. That's all. So it works out perfect. So I won't be carless and just stay marked. So it's all working out. All's good. All is good. Your birthday is this month, Hermana, or February? I can't remember. Shame on me. I can't remember everybody's birthday. Can't remember if you're January or February. Oh, it's this month, the 29th. Okay, cool. So Pluto in Aquarius will affect you a good bit because you're like the beginning of Aquarius. I'm more mid Aquarius. Yeah, mine's February 6th. I'm a week after you, literally a week later. Yeah. They said more of the early Aquariuses are gonna feel it more early. I'm gonna feel it like after a couple years when it goes into my like degree. I haven't updated it since Christmas. So it's got pretty much like everything I want on there, pretty much. But I'll probably like check it out again. And also, you have the same address as usual, right? Actually, yeah, your address was on there when you sent me the stuff. I want to send you. Yeah, I need the tools and stuff. I'll probably like put some different stuff up there, whatever I need. I'll check it out. Between now and then, I'll find something. I think last year I sent you flowers, I believe. I'll probably do that again if you want me to. I'll send you flowers again. As long as your new BF don't see it, anybody sees it, but like, who gave you flowers? Like, look, it's my Hermano gave me flowers, okay? Don't get jealous. Yeah, I'll probably do that again. I believe I did that last time. Yeah, I had to make sure. Yes, I know. I'm any tease. I'm any tease. I'm any tease. You know what I mean? There's a lot of Aquariuses coming up. No problem, sweetheart. I just had to write that down before I forget. It was something I had to do. A lot of my Aquarius, all my Aquarius is on here, all coming up. You got me, you, Age of Aquarius, Ninja. Who else is an Aquarius on here? There was somebody else that came here and said there was an Aquarius. Oh, my other friend that's on Instagram. What's her name? Can't even remember her name now. Shit. Anyway, yeah. There's a few on Instagram too that I know. That's on my Instagram page that they don't come in here that much. Yeah, on especially on here in real life, like here, like physically in Bermuda, I don't really know anybody. I don't really know too many Aquarians. Only my cousin and my nephew. My nephew is February 10th, and my cousin, she's January 21st, I believe. She's like right on the cusp. Um, she considers herself an Aquarius, which she is, but it's just like the very first. Yeah, my cousin's an Aquarius and my nephew. Those are the only two people I really know in Bermuda, like where I live. That's Aquarius. Everybody else is all the other signs. I did like the other day. I went through my whole family, and everybody in my there's people in my family, and they take up every month of the year. There's not one month that someone isn't born in my family, like all together. It's crazy. January is my mom. February is me. March is my grandma. April is my sister, my oldest sister. May is my nephew, and my brother. My only brother-in-law left, but my nephew's in May as well. June is my brother and my godfather, my uncle. They have the same day, June. July is yeah, my Aquarius nephew is on the 10th of February. Yeah. Um, yeah, I forgot to mention him. And then July is my other nephew and my godson. August is my nephew next door, the Virgo. And then August, yeah. August is my auntie as well. Yeah, literally a couple days later, yeah. And September is my dad and my nephew. Both of them are 23rd and the 25th. They're like 2 days apart. October is my other grandma, my dad's grandma. I mean, my dad's mom. She's October 24th. And then November is my youngest sister and her son. They're both in November. Um, and December is my grandfather and my uncle, and that's it. Yep. Oh, yeah, that's right. My mom's mom is March, and my mom's dad is August. So yeah, everybody takes up a month. There's a family member or two in every single month. It's absolutely crazy. So every month, one of my family members' birthday. Because we were trying to figure out who the heck we were trying to figure out who is in March. So my mom's mom was in March. She's like March 7th, I think. I can't remember. I have everything written down. I wrote down everything. I have to go find the paper. But yeah, I have aunties, uncles. Oh yeah, that's right. My aunt that died that left me the inheritance. She's in July too. I forgot about her. And I think her husband is in December. Yeah, my other uncle in Canada that's in hospital. He's he was last month, and his wife was last month as well. They're both Capricorns. Yeah, it's a lot of birthdays. I have a big family. See, my mom's side of the family, she's got four sisters and a brother, and then my dad only has one brother. But my dad's dad and my great grandfather, he married twice. So he's got like kids on both sides. So he's got like a lot of family too. Like there's a shitload of family. Like my grandma on both sides had a shitload of brothers and sisters. I guess like my grandma, my mom's mom, she was one of 11 children. And my grandfather, which is her husband, he was one of 13 children. So like my mom's side of the family is ridiculous. My dad's side is pretty much like big too, but not like my mom's side. My mom's side is like in the like just her mom and dad's family is like 40 ass people all together. And I remember when we went to Portugal, they said it was bad luck to have 13 people at a table. So when we sat down, it was 13 people. So the youngest or the oldest will have a problem, like will be cursed. That's like their superstition, right? So my godfather, he was the oldest at the time, and my sister, she was the youngest. And everybody's like, "Oh, don't worry about that shit. That shit ain't no bullshit." Blah blah blah. And he was like, "No, no, no. It ain't no bullshit. I'm gonna eat on the side." So he ate like on a stool on the wall next to like the other, next to all of us. And my grandma was like, "Oh, don't be so silly. That if you believe in God, that shit ain't gonna happen." He goes, "No, no, no. I remember that shit. I was like 10 years old." And I was like, "What the fuck is he talking about? Like you're gonna get cursed if you eat at a table with 13 people. What type of bullshit is this guy talking about?" But hey, he was so eminent on it because he says he remembers shit like that used to happen because their families are big, right? So he said that to me. I'll never forget it. And my grandma was so mad because that was her son-in-law, right? And he was like, "Oh, talking this shit. Don't say that shit." And he was like, "Look, woman, I'm gonna sit on his side. I'm the But my grandma was the oldest, right? But he's the one he's separated from the table because he don't want nothing to happen to his mother-in-law, which is my grandma. So that's what happened. Yeah, that's actually what happened. My grandma's older, but he's the one who went to the side because he don't want nothing to happen. It was so hilarious, and my sister was the youngest, and then it was my nephew. I mean, then it was my cousin, and then me. I was the third youngest, and he was this my uncle, my godfather. He's the one that's always around me. He's like 7 foot tall. He's so hilarious, man. He was like a second dad to me. Yeah, that's like the Portuguese thing. They don't want like to have 13 people at a table. So I'm like, look, man, I don't believe none of that shit. Me, I'm the type of person that I really don't believe in all those things like that. I have this thing where if you believe in God, you're good to go. Like that's how I feel. Like if you believe in God, there's nothing that you're gonna get cursed in. And that's what my grandma said to him, because my grandma is real religious. But my uncle, he was superstitious. He was like, "No, no, I ain't doing that shit." So it was funny. Like I never forget that Portugal trip. It was hilarious. Like older people have all these like superstitions and crazy shit they say, and I'm like, all right, whatever you guys say. Imagine being me. I'm gonna talk to dead people. So I'm good. If I could talk to dead people and I'm not cursed and I'm not in a bad place, then I consider myself very lucky and happy. I'm good. Maybe I'll write a book one day on all my adventures in the mediumship world, and people can see like you're not cursed if you do this type of stuff. It's you just gotta be humble and do the right thing. God's not gonna curse you for doing good things, you know. But I heard some things like the other day, like this woman, she I think she got married once, and then she got a divorce, and then she met another guy. She dated him, never got married, dated him for like less than a year, and he had a bike accident and died. Then she waited a little while because she felt like she was cursed. Then she met a new guy. Then the guy, he was here on a work permit. He went to go work construction, and this this beam fell on him and killed him. And now she's like, getting psychiatric treatment because she feels like she's been cursed or she is a curse, or how the fuck can she get it married, divorced, and then the next two guys she's with die? So like, and she's still young too. So like, she's like, she thinks she's been cursed. So I feel bad for people like that because it's really not your fault, man. You're not cursed. It's just, it's bad luck, and it's just, hey Jessica, how you doing, sweetie? So like, it's just the way it is. Like, certain people have people and they're not meant to be with them. So they're meant to be in your life for a certain period of time, or a certain, like, phase, or certain, like, months or years or days. It's just the way it is. Like, it's nothing really. I don't believe there's nothing wrong with you or you're cursed. It's just that, that's what people think it is. But to me, I don't believe that. I just think it's just the way it is. And she's not the only person I know that's happened to. Like, so if it's happened to multiple people, then how is it like your fault, or how is it like your problem? Like, so I know people that have been married once, twice, three times, four times. I know people who married someone and the person died, and then they married someone else, and then the other person died, and like, they gave up. Then they were like, yeah, fuck it, let's try one more time. And then bang, it happens again. So it's not, it's just the way your life is. It's just like when you're single for a long period of time and nobody comes through and you can't find nobody. That doesn't mean you're cursed. That's a choice sometimes. Because what if you put yourself out there every day and you date people and nothing happens? It's not your fault unless you're really, want it to be, or you're doing something crazy, or you're acting fucking crazy where nobody wants you. So sometimes, like, it's self inflicted, and sometimes it's just the way the ball rolls. Sometimes, like, you can't help what other people do, or you have like a bad luck streak, or it's not your time to be in a relationship. When I was young, I tell people all the time, when I was younger, when I was in high school, when I was in nursery, high school, I mean, regular school and high school, I always had like a girlfriend, or like a girl that I was always talking to, or I always was in a relationship. Like, that was like all the time. Like, right up until maybe my, early 30s, I always had a girlfriend, or always was associated with a girl, or had girlfriends, things like that, women that I associate with, hung out with. Always had somebody on my radar. But like, for the past 5, 6 years, it's been nothing's happening because I don't care. Because I'm not going out every night looking for it or trying to get hooked up. So like, you make a choice. It's my choice. Because if I went out every night, or if I went out every weekend, drinking in the bars, or being a DJ like I was back in the day, of course, I'm gonna be meeting women all the time. Yeah. And that's how I feel. Like, it's my choice to stay home and stay out of the line of fire, because I like my freedom. I like to be alone. I like to, like, hang out with my family and my nephews. I like to work and not have no distractions. And I'm at the age now where I had a good innings. Like, I had girlfriends and I had relationships, and I have my nephews. I don't need no kids. I've got my nephews. I raised my nephews, all of them, my whole life. So, their whole lives. So it's like, I'm content with my life. I don't really like, I'm not like desperate for any form of relationship, or anything like that. And it's not even about desperation. It's just like, it's a choice. It's just, I don't feel like going out there, putting myself out there, and then like getting frustrated because it's not happening, or this woman's a weirdo or something like that. Yeah, it's usually by choice. So it's cool. But if somebody comes to me and says, "Hey, look, you know, I finally met the love of my life," I'll be happy for you. And first thing I'll say is, I hope I do too. But I'm not really gonna go out there and work and like work for it, or like demand to date somebody, or go up to every woman and give them my number and hope and pray someone's gonna call me. Like that's not me. I don't really give a shit. But honestly, I'm more prepared now than I ever have been. That's for sure. I'm ready. I'm always ready. But I don't really care to like make it a big priority in my life. If I date someone and like get to know someone, that's what I like. But nowadays, it's like, hey, how you doing? I'm like, yeah, I'm alright. Oh, you want to hook up? I'm like, not really. What do you mean, not really? You don't like coochie? I'm like, yeah, I love coochie, but I don't know if yours is clean or not. I need to get, if you're offering your coochie before you offer me your heart, then we got a problem. So it's all good, sweetheart. I'm not hard up like that. I'm good. Sometimes I gotta put these hoods in their place. Like, look, sweetheart, I don't care about all that shit. Been there, done that. I ain't gonna time to be getting no STDs. I don't want none of that shit in my life. I want real love, not just like some fucking random sex partner. No thanks. I'm good. I'm good. But I'll keep you in mind. I'm good, but I'll keep you in mind. That's what I always tell them. I'm good, but I'll keep you in mind. Yeah, I'm very like cautious with that because I don't really. A lot of my friends have got them, had them, dealt with them. Um, they say how much of a disaster it is and how fucking dirty they feel and shit like that. And I'm like, oh boy, yeah, I gotta stay away from coochie, sick coochies. No thanks. And some women are vindictive. They'll be like, yeah, I'm gonna try and be with this guy so I can give him an STD. Fucking, he's too perfect or he's too nice. So I'm gonna give him one so he can, you know, get something. Fucking. There's some vindictive bitches out there and guys too. Like I'm talking as a guy, but I know that's what happens, man. I've seen it happen to people that I know. It's sad. I'd rather not get none than get a damn STD. So I'm good. I'm good. Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, I can't do that. Hey Marley, how are you, sweetheart? I was just mentioning you. No problem, sweetheart. I love doing that shit, I love modding. I used to be like, before I did this, I used to mod in people's channels all the time. I still mod in some people's channels and stuff. If it's busy, like. I'm sorry to hear that. You say you gonna get a shot of tequila. What happened? It's not working? It's winter time, so people are getting sick. But one thing about me I've learned is I drink orange juice every day now, and it's like constantly like making me feel good. Yeah, I saw that. You're welcome, Jessica. Yeah, honestly, I'm drinking orange juice right now, and I've been drinking orange juice a lot, like so, and I eat like oranges and I mean like vegetables, fruits, and things like that. So I make sure I don't get sick. But hey, you can be all of that, but you're still gonna get sick. Jessica, sometimes, yeah, sometimes I do. It all depends on if it's decent oranges or not. I'll squeeze the orange juice in a glass sometimes and eat the orange. So either way, I'd rather not squeeze it and just eat it. That sounds like something else too, but don't get so excited. I'm gonna call it spiritual upgrades, and maybe my subconscious will catch on. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Yeah, the last time I was sick, the first thing I did was get an Epsom salt bath. Because when you're sick, your body needs magnesium. It needs a hot bath. So, if you have a bathtub, you'll get yourself some Epsom salt. If you don't have Epsom salt, you can use sea salt. But sea salt, it has to be like the fine sea salt. So that way, it doesn't affect you when you go in there. Because I know a lot of you women, you can't have salt in certain places. At least that's what some people say. I'm like, oh, you got issues then. Yeah, get an Epsom salt bath or a sea salt bath. That helps a lot too. That'll get you sorted out. These are the things that help me, so it might help you too. If I was there, Marty, I'd give you a nice back rub, you know, and I'll make sure I'll put you to sleep. You know, I do that for you. Yeah, that's a good thing. Yeah, it's a spiritual bath. There you go. Yeah, that's what I do. Jessica, yeah, you can if you want. Let me see. What card did I give you? Yeah, there you go. That's a good way to put it. What type of card did I give you yesterday, Jessica? Did I give you that messages from heaven or a love card? What did I give you? I can't remember. Okay, cool. I'll give you the heart card. I got it's called the Lover's Oracle. It's the hearts. See? I'll give you one of these. My damn dog snoring like crazy. Look at this damn dog. Look at her. All you hear is her snoring. That's all you hear. She's in her best days of her life. She's so hilarious. She's so freaking cute. I love her so much. She makes me laugh. Like, look at her. Look. She's got her tongue out. I wish you guys can see her like up close. I wish I can like zoom in. Her tongue, right, is hanging out right here. See the tongue? And her eyes are like half open. She's like, that's all you see. It looks hilarious. She's so funny. Oh my god, I gotta take a picture of her. Hold on a sec, Justin. That shit's hilarious. Let me show you what she looks like. Look, look at her tongue, and her eyes are half open. She's so fucking funny. She said, I'm gonna send that to my nephews and my sister tomorrow in our chat. She's so fun. She's like, mhm. She's so freaking hilarious. I never seen a dog like that in my life. I've had this is my fourth dog I've been around. I've been around dogs my whole life, but my sisters had two boxes. I had two pit bulls, and I never really seen them do all that shit. She's the first one that does all of that. Like my pit, he used to like snore and stuff, and he used to twitch and all that, like and make all these like yeah. But her, oh my god, she's like on another level. Okay, Jessica, I got this card yesterday. All right, good night, Marty. You don't want a message? I'll give you one before you go to sleep. This is the card I got for you, Jessica. It's from Angel Wings and Hearts, and it says, "The past is now behind you. Release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is now available to you. Follow it with faith." There you go. All right, Marley, I'll give you a card, and then Ilda, I'll give you one, and then it's good night time. All right, Ilda. Marley. Marley, I'll give you a card. Hold on a second. All right. Oh God. Marley, this is your card. And it says, "Twin flames, your passion ignites." Oh God. Uh-oh. Twin flames, your passion ignites. Dun, 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 dun. Looks like somebody wants Marley. Oh, Marley. See? Oh boy. See? I'm not the only one getting these damn twin flame cards. See? I'm glad somebody else is getting them. All right. Ilda, let me see what I got for you. All right. Ilda, this is your card. And it says, "Acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times, we must accept things as they are. There is no point to trying to change what is beyond our control." Is that true? Yes, it is. All right. I'll pull myself a card. Yeah, it is. Oh God. Somebody got this card yesterday. No, I got it today. It's a lady kissing the tree with the heart. I gotta cover her boob. I don't want nobody gets sex excited. Give thanks for the blessings of love soon to come your way. Know that you deserve to be and have all your heart truly desires. Oh, that's right. You got it. Yeah. I was covering up her breasts. Yeah, today I got this card. Yeah. Giving thanks for the blessings of love soon to come your way. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. Good night, Marley. Take care. I'm gonna head out of here myself in a few minutes. So it's almost 1 o'clock. I need to get my ass to bed. So yeah, today I got your card. That's cool. That's a good card, though. I don't mind. Yesterday I got the card that I just gave Jessica. The card I gave Jessica is the one I got yesterday, and the card I gave to you is the card I got. Yeah, I know. I'm a fast reader like that. You can ask a question now if you want. It's cool. If you want to, I can ask your question. You can ask your question now if it's a burning question that you need to do. If it's like an emergency, yes. Yes. You remember Johnny you remember oh man, Johnny Five, Short Circuit, the robot. And when he read the book, and he read it all fast. That's what I just remembered just now. I used to love that movie, Short Circuit, where the guy makes the robot. Johnny Five is alive. That was one. I think that movie is a movie that I honestly I love to death. I can watch that movie like a million times. That's one of my favorite movies ever. It was so hilarious. Johnny Five is alive. Woman, are you seriously asking me that question? Where will my next husband come? You honestly want another husband, woman? You want another damn husband? What's wrong with you? You want another damn husband, woman? Dang. You okay over there? This woman wants another damn husband. You didn't get tired of these damn men? She says I need to hit the jackpot. See, that's why you ain't getting no damn husband. Cause these men ain't gonna pay for your ass all day, every day. And that look, I want the same thing. I want to hit the goddamn jackpot too. I need me a rich woman that has a nice house and everything, and all I gotta do is go sleep in her bed and maintain her house. That's what I do for her. If I find a woman with her own house and her own money, I don't need her money. I just need, a place to stay, and I'll maintain her house and her coochie, and I'll be happy. The chances of that happening is like 1 in a million. So I'm still waiting for that miracle too, Jessica. Don't worry. I tell people all the time. I wouldn't mind having a woman just have her own house and her own money, and I'll just maintain her house and her coochie. I got my own business and my own money. I don't need enough. I just need, some love and sleep in her bed and her own house. And if I get mad, I can just come back to my apartment. You can stay in your own house by yourself. All right, so I don't see it being somebody from another country. Anybody from another country would be a problem. That's what I get. So if you're looking for a husband outside the United States, that's trouble. That's what I got. Because the guy's tricky and the guy's no good. That's what I got. And he's always gonna want like something better. Now, if you find somebody in the States, you can find that type of person that's got, money and will give you everything, but it'll also be a struggle. What I see is like, I get better cards for a person in the States, like in your country. But what I'm getting is it could also be like a struggle as well to like, get married and all those type of things. There might be like arguments, fear of, commitment. Like it might be like a short term marriage. Nah, don't consider it that way. I would say like it's possible to find somebody in your own country, yes. But outside of that, I got like no. Because if you do find somebody out of the country, they're gonna screw you over. That's what I got. But if you find somebody here, man, not here, but in the States, yeah, the pricing could be decent, but it's still like, not serious. Let me check some. I don't see you getting married in the next 2 years, though. In the next 2 years, it's saying it's not possible. So in the next 2 years, I don't see like, it happening. Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm not asking about dates. You're asking about a damn husband. So, you know, in 3 years' time, it's possible, but you still might be skeptical of getting married to the person that you're involved with. Like you might resist it, or you might like be like, fuck. So in the next like 2 to 3 years, I don't really get marriage for you like that. But if you do, it's probably going to be somebody in the States. Yeah. Most people can't find a good husband or a good wife. And if they do, it's only short term because a lot of people ain't really want to get married no more because they realize that, you know, it's a pain in the ass. I know that for sure because I've seen all my friends get divorced. My other friend, he's been married and divorced and he got remarried right away. And now he's saying that was a big mistake because now he wants to get divorced again. And I told him, look, man, chill out, man. Don't fucking marry the woman right away. You fucking crazy. He's like, no, man, I love her. I'm like, how the fuck could you love somebody in a couple months and marry her in a year? What the fuck are you doing? And now he's regretting it 5 years later. Fucking tell you still dumbass. Fuck that shit. It'll take a lot for me to get married. I already told people already. Hell no. Hey, you go. Yeah, but that's not love. Love struck and love forever is forever. It's not for like a couple years. That you know what a lot of times what I think it is lust. There's a difference between love and lust. You think you're in love, but you're just in lust. You just want that person badly. Like love is on a whole nother level. I think people use that word too lightly and they discriminate what love really is, unfortunately. But that's it. That's just the way it is. That's my opinion. I've had people tell me they've grown away from the person, like they've grown apart. And I'm like, well, what the hell are you people doing? Like, you gotta like really, if you're gonna get married, that means you really love the person. And how the fuck did you get a divorce like right after or whatever? So why did you do it? Hey Ninja, how you doing? Hi and good night. Okay, cool. Yeah, but it's not a good idea to get married and get divorced because then you're spending your money, your time, and you know all this effort to do nothing, to get married and divorced in the same like breath. Like just go out with each other and be together, but don't get married until like it's like for sure, like. But then again, it's the guy's fault for proposing, and it's the woman's dumbass fault for saying yes. And then you both get married and then go, yeah, everything's gonna change. We're gonna be in love and everything's gonna be so great. And then next thing you know, you're like, fuck, I made a mistake. This person's an asshole. Or this person's a biatch. And, oh shit, I made a big mistake. This person's so annoying. I should have got to know them. I should have got to this. I shoulda, woulda, and didn't. So like I know I'm not trying to diss anybody who does those things. Like that's not what I'm doing. I just think like everybody should take marriage more serious. Like they should not get married unless they really, really feel deep down inside that it's long term and pretty much forever. Like. Yeah, that's what my sister said, Elda. My sister said her whole marriage she felt like she was walking on eggshells. That's what she told everybody once she got her divorce. And people were like, well, what happened? She was like, look, I felt like I was walking on eggshells all fucking day. I couldn't do this, couldn't do that. He controlled her every move. He wanted to know everywhere she was, location on your phone and all that fucking stupid shit, like immature bullshit. Yeah, fuck that. And now that she's free, she sees what life is. And she said that she's been like asked out on dates by men and men's trying to get her number and shit. And she's turning everybody down because she tells everybody, I love my freedom. And I told her, I said, look, if I were you, I wouldn't get involved with anybody right now. Right now, enjoy your fucking life. Because it may all seem cool in the beginning, but a lot of men, once you start, and yeah, and my sister's the type of person, she's friendly and outgoing and she likes to be active and be out there doing things. So when you're a woman like that, you get hit on. So guys guys don't really, guys that are possessive and controlling don't want their wife out there in the public all the time because they feel like she's gonna be liable to cheat. But the problem is where the fuck's your trust? Why you don't trust that person to think that nothing's gonna happen? So like you don't make no sense. So if that's the case, you should have never got married if you got trust issues. At least I'll admit it. I'll be like, look, I don't want to marry you. Hell no. Because I barely know you. And I'm gonna get to know you. I'm gonna see how long it's gonna take. You know? Right. And that's exactly what happened with my sister and my brother. Once they got married, things. Once they had kids, that's when everything changed. It was already like sketchy here and there, but when my brother-in-law had those two boys, especially the second one, he switched right up. He couldn't handle it. He couldn't take it. But you had no problem making them and dishing them on to people to take care of or to deal with any or be away from them as much as you can so you don't have to deal with them. And now you don't deal with them at all. That's why I tell everybody you have to make the right decisions. And if you don't, you'll suffer those decisions for the rest of your life. It's unfortunate. I know nothing's perfect. No one's perfect. We all make mistakes. We're all human beings. We all do these things. And I know it's life. But, that's why I'm the way I am. I'm not just going to I don't just fall in love with some random woman that I meet and be like, yeah, this is the one. I'm going to get married. Or the first time I have sex, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to go look for an engagement ring. That coochie was so good. Oh my God. Yes, this is the one. I'm not like that. I'm like, yeah, this is good. I'm in a relationship. I got a nice woman. I'm good. But hey, she's nice right now. But you got to see what the future holds, bro. Just take this shit one day at a time. Hopefully, she's going to be good. I'm going to put in my work and put in my time and make sure, I take care of her and what I'm got to do and see how far this goes. Then if I get red flags, I'm like, yep, fuck this. I'm breaking this shit off now before I get hurt. But if things start to progress and it gets better and better and better, then hey, look, I might even get married. Who knows? But fuck that. I'm different. I don't just fall in love like that. I learned my lesson a long time ago. That's why now I don't really care. I feel like that woman has to prove to me that she's reliable, trustworthy. She's not a hoe, and she's gonna put in the work that I put in. And if we both do that, then we're both good to go. But if not, then what's the sense of me? What's the sense of me being with you? There is none. No thanks. Goodbye and good riddance. Smell you later. Oh hell yeah. Oh hell no. Sizzle in the bathtub. Oh yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, I'll sizzle in there. Does age matter? To a certain point, yeah. You don't want to get, like me personally, I'm going 47 next month. So I want somebody that's close to my age within a 10-year radius, a 10-year span radius, in a 10-year span. So I'm not going to go lower than like 37, 35 maybe. But it all depends on the person too. But I'm not going to date some woman that's like 30 years old or 25 or something like that. I'll be like, hell no. Like, I just can't date people like that. That's too young for me because when I'm 15 years from now, I'm going to be on fucking Viagra and trying to please you, but then you're going to be like, this old mofo. I ain't got no time for this old bastard. I'm going to go find me some young buck and some young D, and I'll be shit out of luck because I'm old. But you never know. Like, it all depends on the sex drive of the person and how they are and shit like that. Some women don't give a fuck about that dumb shit, and some men don't either. But I that's one of that'll be a fear of mine. I'll be like, if I date somebody like 15 years younger than me, or 10 years, more than 10 years younger, then I'm gonna probably have a problem with that person in years to come. Because they're gonna be like, you know what? Mark's 15 years older than me. He's already on Viagra. You get myself some young dick. Fuck him. He won't know he's sleeping. Next thing you know, yeah, I look like an idiot. No thanks. I actually one of my second last relationships, I dated a girl that was 14 years younger than me, and I didn't want nothing to do with it. I didn't want nothing to do with that. Oh, that's a little different because you're younger, you're like in your 30s, so and they want to groom that girl from the jump. So, and some men, they just want younger things. Like me, of course, I would like a younger woman too, but that's trouble. Fuck that. I gotta live in reality. I'm getting 47, so I'm not gonna date a 27-year-old. Fuck that. I'm old enough to be a daddy, and I'm 67. You're gonna be 47, still hungry for that D. I don't think it's better for either. I don't like the fact of none of that. That's my personal opinion. Me personally, I don't like none of the above. Like, it looks better for an older man to have a younger woman, in my opinion, because a older woman that has a young guy, it just doesn't look right to me. Because I feel like women should be, yeah, I don't know. I just feel like women should have like an older guy anyway, or a decent looking guy. And he's old. I always feel like the man should be older. That's just my opinion. Like I don't know too many women that are older than the man. My cousin's older. My cousin's like 7 years older than her husband, and they're still together. They've been together for like 30 years. So yeah, he looks like he can be her son. Like I don't, that doesn't look right. But you know what? Age is age. Like it just depends on who you're dealing with. It depends on who you deal with. Because I said this story here a while ago that my cousin, she married a man that's 22 years older than her, and she had a boy and a girl from him. They're both passed away now, but they were 22 years apart, and people talk shit about them all the time. But guess what? They didn't care. They were in love. They had children. They had a home. Now they're both dead, and nobody even worried about them no more. And their kids are doing great. They had grandchildren, and they didn't get divorced. They didn't have marital problems. They were perfectly fine. So, and my aunts and uncle, they were 11 years apart. He died, and then she stayed behind for another 20 years before she died. So that's the downfall of some of the things that happen. But I know people that's my oldest sister. She's 7 years younger than her husband. Her husband's 7 years older. Yeah. So it's cool. Like it's numbers. Like I said, I dated a woman 14 years younger than me, but it didn't last, and I didn't even want nothing to do with it at first. But then I was like, all right, Mark, well, maybe this is meant to be. Just try it. It's not like you're a pedo or something like that. So 14 years isn't that bad compared to the other people that I knew. And I was like, I'll just try it out and see where it goes, see how it is. And it didn't work, just like I knew it wouldn't. It wasn't because of age, it was because all they did was lie through their teeth all the time. So it doesn't matter. To me, it doesn't matter the age so much. It matters like who the person is and your connection with that person and how you're going to connect. Now, I've had women say to me, "Oh, I don't care if you're 47. I'm 31. I'll still date you. I like older men." And I'm like, "Okay." And they're like, "Oh, yeah, I think, yeah, I would date you. I don't care." And I'm like, "Yeah, that's nice. Oh, you're nothing but fucking trouble for me, though. Because in 10, 15 years' time, when my D ain't working, or I gotta find something to make it work, thank God it still does. But if I have to make it work, you're gonna get upset. And then, I'm gonna have to like do all this bullshit just to keep up with you." I'm only joking, but I know that that happens to people though. It happens to a lot of people. I know people like that. I know people like that get worried about that type of shit. You know? Yeah, use a strap. That's some people don't want that. No, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. I'm just talking like from what I've heard from other men. Like as long as my D works, I'm fucking happy. I'm only getting 47 now. Some people don't have no problem at all. It's all about your testosterone, and how you live your life. If you drink, smoke, and do fucking drugs and shit, your shit ain't gonna work. You're gonna be limp D for the rest of your life. It's all about what you put in your body. So I've never had a problem, thank God. But I'm just saying in general, like that's how I think sometimes. Age difference is for like people who don't care about the age difference. And like I said, it works. It just it's just a preference that I don't want, to be honest. And another thing I don't want is to deal with somebody else's baby daddy harassing me. If I'm dating a woman with kids or a woman with a child or whatever, and the baby daddy's like, "Oh yeah, you better not treat my baby mama like shit, or you better not go around my children or touch my children, I'll fuck you up." And I'll look at him like, "You talking to me, bro? I know you ain't talking to me. I'm talking to you." And I'm gonna sit there and fucking go back and forth with this clown because I'm dating your baby mama. Like, I don't want to deal with that bullshit either. That ain't happening because it's happened already for me twice and I ain't dealing with that shit. I tell you, look, I'll slap your baby daddy and then you ain't gonna like me and neither is your child. So you fuck off. I don't want nothing to do with you or your baby daddy. And don't try and get me to make your baby daddy jealous because that ain't happening either. Oh man. What I'm saying here is all my opinion and what I've experienced through other people, like what other people said to me and how they deal with bullshit like that. And, it's hard, man. It's hard to deal with shit like that. Like people go through a lot of bullshit. Baby daddy drama, baby mama drama, all that shit, man. I ain't got no time for that shit. I don't know. You fucking getting in my way. Yeah, I'm just saying, like, the worst case scenario of what I've heard and what I know people have dealt with. Like, I've heard men say that shit, and Like I'm just repeating what they said. Me, I ain't got the issues I have is those issues that I've had in the past. But like I said, I can hold my own anyway, as long as like your baby daddy ain't some big ass 7 foot tall bodybuilding fucking guy that would pick me up by the scruff of my neck and say, "Look, mofo, you listening to me, motherfucker? I'll beat your ass." And I'll be like, "All right, bro, we good, we good. All right, bro, I don't want you to beat my ass up. All right, don't use me as a dumbbell. We good, bro. I'll treat your baby mama right. Don't worry, bro. I don't want to do nothing to your kids. Everything's cool. I'll pay for everything. We're good. We're good. All right, man. I'm good. We're good, bro. You ain't gotta put your hands on me, bro. We're good. Now, if I can beat his ass, and I know I can, then he can say whatever he wants. But he's just like some fucking tall 7 foot masculine fucking Sasquatch looking mofo. Then I'm gonna have a problem. I can't talk no shit. I'll be like, yes, sir. Everything is good. What's up, bro? We good? Yeah, man. Yeah. Enough love. God bless, bro. You need anything? Are you good? All right, bro. Cool, man. You good, bro? I don't want no fighting and shit. No, I ain't getting beat up by your baby daddy. I'll be coming out of the car at nighttime and get hit over the head like a fool. Wow. Wake up outside some wee hour in the morning. Phone's got about 10 messages. Where you to? I was knocked the fuck out. I woke up next to my car outside on the ground, got ants all over me. Dirt. What happened? I don't know. Somebody must have fucking clocked me over the head with something. Must be my girl's baby daddy. I told you that woman was trouble. I told you that fucking person was gonna beat your ass. Yup, I know. What can I do? Y'all put the dry rub all over me. Yeah, I agree, Jessica. I'm only fucking around and talking like what people have told me and things like that. I know people who have baby daddy, baby mama dramas and shit. My brother's one of them. Like the guy that his ex-wife cheated on. Like he don't want no parts of him because he's a big guy and he's crazy. He's already been in jail and shit. So my brother's a pussy. He ain't gonna do nothing to him. Like he'll say, "Yo, if you ever comes here, I'll do that." You'll get slapped. Shut up. You'll run from him. But like I saw the guy one day and I stared him down and I was like, I don't give a fuck. You been in jail or not? You want to go back there? I'm like, yeah, whatever, bro. I'm not my brother. He didn't say nothing to me. He just went about his business. He ain't got no problems with me. He's got problems with my brother, not me. But I saw him at the pizza place one day and I looked at him. I was like, yeah, I dare you say something. I'll put you in a pizza box and I'll take you for a delivery and you ain't coming back. You want to go? I got a lot of palm trees I can tie you up to, bro. But my brother, he won't do nothing like that. He's too scared. He just talk. He's like a little chihuahua. Yeah. I don't know. It's a lot of things. When I get asked these type of questions, sometimes people get offended, and sometimes people say, "Well, it happened to me too. That happened to me. This happened to me, and this and that. I'm never doing this again." And I'm like, look, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. But I speak my mind. I tell people what my preferences are. I've had a lot of women on here bash me shit out of me sometimes back in the day because I said that I refused to date a woman with kids. And then I go, why? What's wrong with that? And I'm like, one, I got your baby daddy to deal with. Two, I'm got to deal with your kids that ain't mine. So I got to date you and your kids Because if your kids don't like me, then it's gonna make life for you, me and you difficult. And it's not always that case. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not always gonna be that case. I might gel with your kids and you and everybody. We might be a great happy family. I'm looking at the negative part of it because majority of the time that's what happens. Oh, I don't want you. You ain't my fucking daddy. Who you talking to? Like if I had a teenage boy tell me that, oh, you ain't my daddy. You can't tell me what to do. You're just with my mom. I don't care. Or I'll get my dad to come down here and deal with you. And then I'm gonna like slap the both of them. Or I'm gonna like fight both of them. Or I'm gonna argue with both of them. Like I ain't got no time for that shit. That ain't my problem. Like, you know. But then again, right? Then again, I can get along with that with your son or your daughter and you, and we do things together, and we didn't have to worry about no baby daddy drama. You see what I'm saying? So it's a risk you have to take. It's a risk you have to take that might be a great risk or it might be a bad risk. So I go in to every situation. So if I were to date a woman right now, that's got like a 12-year-old boy and a 10-year-old girl, and I'm in love with her, and she's the best thing that's ever happened to me, and we are in love and whatever. And her kids and I, are great. We have fun, like hey, Mark, blah blah whatever, and we have a great relationship. So I know that's right because of this all love. It's all cool. But just imagine if it's not. So it's a risk. It's a risk you take. And even if the person's single with no kids, you're still taking a risk because you got to get to know the person. So it's life. Like I'm just stating the obvious. And that's what happens. So if I have a choice, I'd rather deal with a person who doesn't have children and a person who wants children and wants to have a family with me, right? And we can do it together because we never had no kids together. So no kids together before that. But if I do find a woman that has children and wants mine, that's cool too. You know what I'm saying? But I also have to understand that this woman's had kids already. How are their kids are gonna feel with having a brother or a sister from another man, with a mama's next boyfriend? All that shit comes into play because I've had friends in those situations. I've had people that have done that and regretted it. You know, yeah. I mean, I'll never disrespect someone else's kids. But if they disrespect me off the bat and say, "Oh yeah, you ain't my daddy. I ain't listening to you," and I'm not gonna try and tell you what to do or your kids what to do. But things like that. Like that's a risk you have to take if you really want to be with that person because there's so many things you gotta deal with. So someone like me would rather not have that drama, and if I do get myself into that position, then I hope to God that it works out in all of our favor, that we all can get along. We all can get I can get along with your children, and if I have children, you can get along with mine, and our children can get along together if that's the case. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's very rare to have. How many people do you know that have that success? Not too many. I know I have a couple friends that were raised by their stepfather, and they love their stepfather more than their original father. You see what I'm saying? So like, there's always a way. There's always hope. There's always like that type of risky love that turns into something great because you took the risk and you said, "Fuck it, I'm not gonna look at it like that." So that's how I look at life. That's how I look at a partner that has kids and don't have kids. You know, I look at it as, I'll take the risk. I'll try and make it work. If it doesn't, I'm gonna be like, look, I shouldn't have done this shit. I'm going. I ain't dealing with your fucking kids, bitching and moaning and making my life fucking hard to be with you. Hell no. I don't need your kids to be aggravating me. That ain't happening. But if we get along, I wouldn't mind being like, you know, your stepdad or someone you look up to, that's cool. It don't bother me. But it has to work, you know? It has to work. Because sometimes you'll get yourself into a broken family, and those kids are never gonna accept you because they saw what the dad did to the mom, or the mom did with the dad. So you're in a like a losing battle sometimes. But if you have like an understanding and things, that's different. So that's the whole thing. That's how I look at it. It's always a challenge to be in that situation. That's my opinion. You know? And I'm not wrong because everybody goes through that and everybody knows that's how it is. So like that's the part of life. You know, it's a choice. It's a choice you make. Do I want to have a woman? I love this woman, but she has a child that's a fucking pain in my ass. Like, so can I get over that and just love her and not worry about her child? But I won't disrespect him, obviously, because it's my girl's child. But I'm gonna tell my girl, look, if this little fucker acts up, I'm gonna put him in his place. So if he attacks me, I'm gonna attack him. Yeah. So let's get that out of the way. And if you can't handle that, then we're not gonna work. Yeah. So that's what I would say. Like if it got out of control, I'd be like, look, I ain't dealing with your child, 'cause this is coming after me. I'm not gonna go after that child because I'm not like that. But if he gives me a hard time, then we're gonna have a problem, and I'm not gonna deal with it. I'm gonna be like, look, bye. And then you have, before I go, then you have the other scenario, whereas you find a single person, right? With no kids. You ain't got no kids, they ain't got no kids. Then you got to deal with the mother, the father, the siblings, or a fucking cousin or somebody like that, or their pet, or how they live, or their religion, or their morals and values, or their culture, or the color of their fucking skin. See what I'm saying? So it doesn't even matter. That part there is just one part of it. Then you have that other part where I just said it don't even matter. Even if you don't have kids and you're both single without it, there still might be an issue with your soon to be in-laws, or you're like, or oh yeah, I'm white, she's black, or like, oh, I'm Portuguese but she's Hispanic, so her Hispanic parents don't want me to marry her because I'm Portuguese, or I'm from fucking El Paso and she's from fucking Mexico City, so we're enemies, so we can't marry each other. That's like me in Bermuda. I'm from the east. Oh, but this girl's from the west, and we don't want him around here because he's from the east. You gotta marry a west side guy. See what I'm saying? So you're always gonna find yourself in a challenge, no matter what. Nothing's gonna be perfect, and I'm not looking for perfect. I'm just saying these are the situations that people find themselves into. If they can block them all out and just love that person for who they are, not for what's around them, then that's perfect love, in my opinion. If you can get over all of those fucking bullshit and just love me and you love each other with horse blinders on and say nobody else can get in our way, babe. You love me, I love you, fuck everybody else. I don't care if your mom and dad don't like me. I don't care if my mom hates you. I don't care if, this and that. We love each other, right? Okay, cool. But how many times does that occur? How many times? Not too often. And that's the issue that people have. They don't want to take the risk. And if they do take the risk, they want to like make sure that it's not going to get worse or anything like that. But you never know until you try. So there's always something like, there's always something that's going to get in the way. That's why a relationship is a full-time job, in my opinion. A relationship is a full-time job. You have to constantly make each other happy. You have to constantly fight the battles around you. You gotta constantly, think that, oh yeah, she might be cheating, or he might be cheating, or his mom don't like me. How the fuck is this gonna work? You like if you constantly find yourself in like trying to get approval from everyone, you're going to lose. You're never going to be accepted by everyone in this world or everyone in that person's family. They're gonna talk shit about you regardless. But if you and that person that you love can overcome what the outside noises and influences do, then you have the perfect relationship. Because you can both say to each other, babe, I don't fucking care. Hey sweetheart, I don't care about that shit. It don't bother me. I love you and that's all that matters. We're good? We're good. Okay. Oh, but my mom, she said that I shouldn't marry you because you're Portuguese or you're white or you're whatever. I'll be like, well, what do you think? Oh, I love you. I want to be with you. I said, well, that's all that matters. Who cares what your fucking mom thinks? Who cares what whoever thinks? You love me, I love you, right? Bang. That's all that matters. But how many times are you gonna get somebody like that in your lifetime? How many times? And how do you know that you and that person are gonna overcome all those obstacles together? So that's my point. Is the problem in the world with relationships from way back then to now is you have to understand it's between you and your partner, not between you, your partner's family, your family, or whatever. Cultures, skin color, all that shit is bullshit. That's my opinion. If two people can be together in love and trust each other, and you both have the attitude of fuck everybody else, it's our world and our marriage and our life, and you don't publicize it to nobody but yourselves, then you win every day. The biggest problem in this world is also publicizing your life on social media, putting selfies of yourself. Oh, we love each other. Oh, 16 years today, we got married in a fucking boat or some bull. Nobody needs to know about your life. Shut the fuck up and live your life, live your marriage, live if it's your anniversary, you don't gotta tell Facebook your fucking anniversary. The only people that know your anniversary is the people who went to your wedding, that people that you care and love about, and you and your spouse and you and your partner. Don't be publicizing that shit all over the internet. That's the biggest problem right there. And then when something goes wrong, people are like, oh, fuck, they're getting a divorce. They were just all over the internet, all lovey dovey. See, look, full of shit. And that shit happens every day. People fake ass love, fake ass everything. And that's the biggest problem in this world is people publicizing their marriage and their lives and what they're doing, where they're going. Oh, traveling to the UK today. Nobody fucking cares. Keep that shit to yourself. Don't tell people about your life because that's when you have problems. When you bring the outside world into your life, into your personal life, that's when you start to not have a personal relationship with your partner. When you tell your friend, oh, my partner does this, my partner does that, that's when everything goes south. And you can't tell me that shit ain't true because it happens every day. People get involved in your relationship because you ran your mouth when you were mad at one point, or you just think, or you're happy as fuck and you're telling people about your happiness. And those people are getting jealous and fucking making sure that, you know, your marriage is not that great as you think it is. Or that person you're with is not the right person for you. Because they don't do this. They start to pick out your faults or start to pick out shit that you didn't see. And that's why people have all these fucked up problems. Is because you publicize your life and you tell the wrong people about your fucking success. Or you say, oh, my Mark's the best thing that ever happened to me. He cooked me lobster last night with stuffing, and he made a Caesar salad for me. Then after that, we had amazing sex, lobster and sex, and then we've been together for a while now. Mark is the best. Bitch, don't tell him that shit. Don't tell him nothing I do for you. Oh, but why? Because don't. Because they're gonna want me, and they're gonna try and fuck up our marriage or fuck up our life. Don't tell him that shit. What we do behind closed doors is our fucking life. Don't tell nobody else. People don't deserve to know about that. Only you and I are supposed to know what we do for each other. I ain't gonna tell my boys, oh yeah, my wife does this, my wife does that. I ain't telling you shit about my wife. My wife's for me to deal with, not for you. I ain't telling you nothing. If you try to get something out of me, I'll be like, yeah, my wife's good, cool. Yeah, she washes clothes. Yeah, she does all that shit. Yeah, she cooks. Yeah, cool. But I ain't gonna tell you nothing personal. I'm not gonna tell you too much. I'm gonna change the subject or walk away or tell you I'm gonna go take a shit. Or I'm gonna go on my phone over here. Hey, what's up, bro? Cool. Hey, I'll see you guys later. Cool. Bye. I'm gonna do something together because I'm not gonna tell you about my life. It ain't happening. Mm-mm. That's everybody's biggest problem. You say too much to the wrong people, publicizing everything on the internet. The internet is a place where people ruin their marriages and their lives. And I'll tell you before I go, because I'll ramble about this all day, all night. Right? I gotta get out of here. But I'll leave you on this note. I have a friend that's been married, divorced. He got remarried within a year. He's been with this chick for maybe 4 years. And just about 2 months ago, he went on a trip with her. He posted up all these pictures all over the internet. 2 months ago. And everybody must think, yeah, these people, they're in love. Look how happy he is. He's so much happier now without that last chick. And then I find out that he's getting a divorce. But just 2 months ago, you was on a trip and you're getting a divorce now. Make that make sense to me. And then there's going to be some people like, well, Mark, maybe they're leaving on good terms, but you're getting a divorce. That's not good. So how could you be together on a trip and be on a photo? That don't make no fucking sense. Are you listening to yourself? You should have never put those photos up there. Because now you look like a fucking clown in a circus with your dumbass wife, soon to be ex-wife. You both look stupid because you're leading your families and people to believe that you're okay. And that's what everybody's going to think. But on Facebook, you were on there 2 months ago on a trip and you guys were all lovey-dovey and cool. And my anniversary, oh my God. And now you're getting a divorce? You fucking people are mental. What the fuck is wrong with you? Make that shit make sense to me. And then people wonder why I'm single. And that's the reason why. Because like, fuck is that gonna happen to me? You ain't posing with me up on my IG and on my Instagram, whatever, and on my Facebook talking about, oh, happy anniversary, babe, I love you. And then 2 months later, you're talking about we're getting a divorce. Or we're leaving on good terms. So we're still cool with each other, but we don't want to be together anymore. Let me tell you, people are fucking whack. And I don't want nobody to take what I said on here the wrong way. Everything I said on here in the past hour is all my opinion, my experiences, and my thoughts. You don't have to live the life that I live, or you don't have to live the life that I say. If you want to do those things that I just said, and you think that I think is wrong and you think is right, you live your life the way you want. Don't listen to me. It's that simple. I don't give a fuck what you think. That's what I think. How long would I wait for marriage? I'll tell you like I tell everybody. I have to live with a woman in my apartment or in her apartment. We have to live together for at least 1 year, and then I'll make my analogy of proposing to be engaged for another year. So I'm going to date you for a while, and then when we move in together, we're not going to get married and moved in. We're going to move in together unmarried and unengaged. We're going to develop a relationship together in the same home. And if we can live with each other for a whole year without no fucking bullshit, then I'll consider putting a ring on your finger and we're going to live again for another year. And then we'll get married if I feel I can live with you. And that's the way it should be. Not get married and face the consequences later. That don't make no fucking sense. You're supposed to get married when it's right, not when it's wrong or when you think it's right. You know, you're supposed to put in the work. You're supposed to get to know people, especially someone you want to spend the rest of your life with. You gotta live with that person for at least 2 years, at least a year and a half. Nah, not 5 years. Nah. I would marry somebody after like 3 years, maybe 2 years, 3 years. Years fly by, see. But like I said, if I dated a woman for 6 months and then we got really, really close and then we said, look, let's move in together. And I'll be like, all right, let's go. Fuck it. And I was living with you for a whole year. So that's a year and a half. Right? And I was like, fuck, I lived with this girl for a whole year and I've had the best time of my life. You know, it's the best partner I've ever had. I can live with her. It's so nice. We guys are such a great team. I get engaged and get married right after that. Like 2 years, maybe three. It all depends on her too. She'll be like, oh, I could wait, babe. It's cool. We can get married next year. I'm too busy this year. You see what I'm saying? It all depends on the connection. There is no time frame for me on that, but the only time frame I have is to live with you for at least a year. Because if I can live with you for a whole year, I feel like we're okay. We're gonna be good together. At least a year. We have to live together before I even think about dropping down on my knee and say I want to marry you. And even after that, we're probably gonna be not getting married right away unless I feel like we can and we can survive. Like I said, it all depends. It all depends in that year how things is. That's me. I stick to that word. Hell yeah, and that's the way it should be, in my opinion. And that's what a lot of people's biggest problem is. They don't live together first. They get married so they can live together. But that's backwards to me. You should live together first, get to know each other more, and get to live with each other, and then get married. See, because that's why when people take marriage they don't take it serious enough. But hey, this is my opinion. Everybody else has different opinions. Some people be like, no, I'm getting married first, and then we could develop our relationship and live with each other. Okay, cool. If it works, then you're gonna prove me wrong, right? If it works, it's gonna because I know a lot of people who got married, like my parents, they didn't live together. My parents never lived together before they got married. My parents got married and then lived together, and they're still together 60 years later. But see, that was back in the day because that's the way it was. You had to do that, especially if you was a part of a culture or a religion. You had to do that shit. And a lot of people in that generation are together. But nowadays, in this generation and the last like 20 years, that's fuck now, get married tomorrow, and get divorced in a year, and have 2 kids in the process. And then all it is child support, court hearings, fucking people's emotions all fucked up, and everything's all back to shit. That's most people. because they didn't take the time out to get to know the person that they're actually marrying and having children with. And then again, like I said, I can meet you today, marry you in a year, have 2 kids, and live happily ever after for 60 years because we were meant to be. And the people who aren't meant to be are the people that I just mentioned that didn't do those things properly, or if they did properly, it still didn't work. So you're damned if you do and damned if you don't. It's a process. It's just the way life is, man. Fuck, it's nothing I can. You can look at it any way you want, but it all depends on the people and the person you're with. It all depends. You can get married twice and then get married a third time, and it actually will work for the rest of your life. You can never get married and then have a partner and never get married, and you both are together forever till you die. It's your choice. You see what I'm saying? So it doesn't matter really. You have to it's all about how your life and how everything's gonna go. How is it gonna work out? Your choices is based on what your life outcome is. You choose right, you have the right outcome. You choose wrong, you have to try again. But it doesn't make you less a person than me or anybody else. It's just that's your path, that's your life, that's your choices. Those are the things you have to fix. Those are the things you have to deal with. But me personally, I've already, I've said what I prefer and what I deal with. So that's just me. But it might not happen like that for me. You know, I might fall in love deeply and live with someone for 6 months and say, fuck this, life is too short. I'm gonna get married now. Fuck it. And have 2 kids in the next 5 years. I don't know. It can happen. Anything's possible. But who knows? Everything I just said might go out the window. It doesn't go the way I planned. So it's just the way it is, I try not to dwell on things like that too much because I can say one thing and something else can happen. I don't know. Only God knows. Anyway, what I do know is this. It's almost 2 o'clock in the morning. I need to get my ass to bed. I enjoyed talking to everybody today and having fun. I come off like Zaddy. Well, I want to come off as a trustworthy, decent guy that wants to get married and have kids, but if I don't care. It's all good, life. But anyway, sweetheart, it was good talking to you. I'll see you guys tomorrow, and I'll be on here tomorrow at some point in time. You guys have a good weekend. If I don't see you, if I do see you, we'll have a good weekend together. All right, God bless you guys. Stay safe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.